welcome to your Reiki Healing Session today. So this session is going to be all about shifting a dark mood. So all you have to do for this session is just sit or lie back. I want you to be as comfortable as you possibly can be. That should be your only intention and goal for this session, is just to care for yourself. So try your best to get as comfortable as possible. Maybe start to slow your breathing down. And I really want you to dedicate this time fully to relaxation and healing. Okay? So I'm going to come through with a little bit of incense, and we're going to begin with some clearing. You know this if you've been here for any amount of time. But I believe that clearing and cleansing is probably the most helpful aspect of what we do here. I think releasing is just such a powerful, energetic practice. So we're going to begin by lighting some incense. Got this beautiful incense. I'm using 3 sticks, and it's from the pureincense.com. You guys know I love them. No one is surprised to hear that. So, obviously, these Reiki healing sessions are always meant to complement and never meant to substitute for seeking professional medical assistance and guidance and advice. So, seeking out a mental health care professional if you're struggling is really important. So let's begin by clearing what's available to be released. Start to clear anything that's available to be released. Anything in the mental plane. So we're going to start out with this kind of superficial cleansing. Just clearing anything stagnant, stuck in the kind of outermost realm of your energy body. Any of that superficial energy that's stuck or held or caught. When we are in a dark mood, one of the most important aspects that we can engage in is like the onion method, working our way from the outside in. So, I think the first step is just to sort of ask yourself some basic questions. Am I tired? Am I hungry? Am I thirsty? And if any of those are true, if you're thirsty, if you're hungry, if you're tired, hopefully this is just the reminder that we can't expect our energetic vessel to function properly, can't expect to function properly in the mental plane or emotionally or physically if we are lacking in these kind of core needs. So just checking in, have I had enough water today? Am I hydrated? If not, drink water, my dear. Pause right now and go have a sip of water. Actually, no matter what, pause right now and have a sip of water or herbal tea or something. Stay nice and hydrated. Make sure you're hydrated. This is the outer levels of the onion, right? So if you're like this goes deeper than that. We're getting there. Don't worry, we're going to peel it back. But just making sure from the get-go that you are taking care of these basic needs. If you're hungry, go have a snack. Are you tired? Well, hopefully enjoying this session and receiving this energy healing. Hopefully you're lying down and you're comfortable, like we said. Just being comfortable, being relaxed. Even drifting off to sleep, this energy healing will still cascade down over your body. It'll still work through time and space, healing you. Have you been outside today? Have you been outside today? Okay, so we need to go outside. We need to take at least 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes to just go be in nature with no to-do list, no agenda other than being present in nature. If you haven't done these things and you feel like you're in a dark mood, do these things and just check in with how you're feeling. Very often nature is so healing, and you will shift just simply by taking a moment to go for a walk in nature. Getting some physical movement can help to move the energy as well. In Reiki, movement indicates health and stagnancy indicates a lack of health. So we really want to make sure that we're getting that movement in. Physical movement, shifting of perspectives, shifting of our energy. That's what this is really about. Shifting. 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 Okay. Next, we're going to ask, am I lonely? Am I angry? Am I triggered? Am I emotionally activated? We're just checking in, just checking in, just checking in. Am I worried? We're just checking in. We're just checking in with what's going on here. And we just want to freeze here. Freeze here for just a moment to check in, just to check in. What's going on? What's going on for me? What's going on for me emotionally? What's happening in the emotional plane? Checking in, checking in. We can't expect to feel good when we aren't tending to these aspects, these outer levels of the onion. So we've peeled back some of those basic physical needs, making sure you're satiated, making sure that you're hydrated, making sure that you're rested, that you're connecting with nature. And now we're checking in and seeing, am I emotionally triggered or activated? Am I emotionally suppressing something? What's going on in the emotions? And we're sitting with that. I'm going to use a little bit of aura mist here. This is the frankincense and myrrh aura mist that Kate from a recent Reiki session that I did over here, she gifted me. She gave me this as a gift. That was so sweet. Not from the brand, but Kate gave it to me. So thank you, Kate. And I know that Kate, your sister, watches these, so hi. Kate had lovely things to say about you, so hi. That was a fun one. If you haven't seen that session, it was an in-person, like a real person Reiki session. I can leave that link. But yeah, this is a really nice, very potent spray, and we're going to use this as our aura mist. Aromatherapy spray. So checking in with your emotions. Maybe even place a hand on your low belly. And just know that you are being cared for. I'm sending you so much love, so much support. Okay? Melt into this present moment, sink into the here and now. Slow, deep breaths. Okay, my dear. Slow, 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 slow. Slow, deep breath. Okay. Are you comfortable? Okay, get nice and comfortable. Maybe even check in with your body. A couple of nice squeezes, gentle squeezes. Maybe gently squeeze or massage your feet. Gently squeeze or massage your feet. That can be really helpful. Your legs. Gently rubbing your belly. Just gently kind of rubbing your shoulders. Gently rubbing your shoulders. Just want you to feel nice and supported here, okay? So we're going to light our candle and set our intention. When we are starting this process of shifting, paying attention to what's here right now is super important. If we're casting ourselves into the future, we're not really giving ourselves a chance to heal right here, right now. We're not giving ourselves a chance to shift right here, right now. If we're, casting our gaze into the past, looking behind us, ruminating on something, that's really preventing you from doing that healing as well. If we are going to venture into the past or into the future, what we want to do is ensure that we are in a very aligned state and that we are projecting positive healing light to our future selves. But if we don't have access to that right here, right now, casting ourselves into the future, anxiety, or ruminating on the past, depression, is going to further deepen that spiral of dark energy downward, right? So as often as you can, reground and return to right here, right now. Right here, right now, I'm listening to Anna's voice. Right here, right now, I'm sitting wherever you're sitting. I'm receiving this Reiki session. Right here, right now, this is the smell in the air around me. Right here, right now, I'm listening to the flickering of this wood-wicked candle. As often as you can, return to the present moment. Return to the here and now. This is your gift, the present. This is your gift right here. My Reiki master teacher always taught me that we want to climb the ladder. So you want to climb the ladder if you're feeling really low vibrational emotions, if you're in that dark mood. We want to climb the ladder upward. We can't shift from anguish or deep, deep sorrow, depression, all the way up to joy and love. And, we can't do that just with one leap. So we want to really climb the rungs of that ladder, moving maybe from whatever low vibrational state, if you're in one right now, just up a notch, whatever that is. So let's say it's sorrow or grief or something like that. We're just moving that up. So what would the next step of that be for you? Can we say indifference? And then the next rung would be neutrality. And then the next rung would be, maybe can you connect with a few things that you're grateful for? And then can you connect with maybe contentment? And can you connect with happiness? And then can you connect with joy? But whatever the rungs of the ladder are, just focus on that next step. So that next step up, that next rung of the ladder. But this is really, this intention for this session is about climbing the rungs of the ladder until you reach that state of grace, until you reach that state of joy and bliss and lifted vibration. But from where you are right now, we're just meeting ourselves exactly where we are. Not suppressing, not pushing away, just saying, okay, where am I right now? And how can I find love for myself in this space where I am right now? So we use this flame to set our intention. So on behalf of your highest, wisest, most empowered and aligned self in loving comfort and perfect balance, I wish to conduct this Reiki session for shifting your dark mood. You can return to this session as often as you'd like, just hovering my hand outside of your heart space here. So as long as your intention serves everyone's highest, wisest selves, including your own, then please set an intention on this flame. And we'll see it through time and space to where and whenever it's applicable. So anything that you want to call in. Beautiful. You know, time is really going to be your best friend here. If you can trust that through time, things shift naturally. Things will shift naturally. That can be so, so powerful. Just using these selenite wands to clear and cleanse any stagnant energy and get a beautiful flow going here. Clearing and cleansing any stagnant energy. When we are in a dark mood, the one thing I want to recommend, the sort of piece of advice that I'll give you, aside from, speaking to a therapist, which I think is really the most important thing, is seeking that, support for your mental health. But the most important thing is not to take action based on what any of the little gremlins are telling you. Those little aspects of the ego or aspects of this mood that are born out of whatever it is that you're experiencing, and your energy system and your ego and all of that really trying to protect you. But don't take action on any of it. Don't take action on any of it. When we are not in an aligned state, when we are in a dark mood, we never want to take action on, any of these thoughts that we're experiencing. Because we're not aligned. That's just such a recipe for regret. And so just be present with what comes up. We're going to have to build some tolerance for that space, that darkness, so that we don't act on it. Whether that darkness shows up for you as anger or a dull, muted sensation or irritability, or whether it shows up as judgment and criticism and the impulse to spew vitriol. Whatever it is for you, however that darkness is showing up for you, maybe it's self-judgment and self-critique and analysis and self-doubt, or maybe it's just shame, or maybe it's anxiety, or maybe it's fear, maybe it's worry. Whatever it is, just know you are not alone. You are not alone. But also these voices, let's call them, right? These thoughts that are coming in, they are not you. You do not have to believe everything you think, and you always get to choose what you act on. Are you going to act from a place of unalignment or alignment? Do not act from a place of imbalance. The results will be imbalanced. Just make sure that you are caring for yourself. This is sort of the most important time to connect with what's going on the inside, to connect with yourself. Maybe not ruminating on the thoughts, but just connect with your physical body. How are you physically feeling right now? How does it physically feel to lie down? How does it physically feel for you to take a slow, deep breath? And this isn't about going into hermit mode and kind of, shutting off from the world. Quite the opposite. If it's available to you and there's someone in your life who's very supportive and validating, around whom you always feel comfortable and you don't feel judged, after seeing them, you feel lifted and joyful, maybe reach out to them and just say, hey, I'm just thinking about you. Hope you're doing well. I'm having a little bit of a struggle. I was wondering if maybe you wanted to come over and share a pizza or, I like playing backgammon and cribbage and stuff. So, play a game. There's also a really fun game called Dix, D-I-X. It could be Dix, like French. It sounds funny to say it out, but Dix, we'll say Dix, D-I-X. And it's a really fun game that could be really fun to play with a friend or to watch a movie that's not going to trigger you. Just like maybe a feel-good movie or something like that. Or maybe if you don't want to shift completely, that feels too out of, that's too inaccessible for you, that maybe you want to watch something beautiful, something that's a beautiful movie. Maybe it doesn't have to be like a comedy or something like that, if that feels too jarring for your mood. But maybe just watch something pleasant, beautiful. When we surround ourselves with beauty, that can really, really help, I think, to lift our vibration. Place these at your feet. So just placing those there. Okay. So the next aspect that I want to help you connect with is gratitude. When we can be grateful for the smallest things in our lives, that can be really, really helpful for shifting. So if there's some aspect that you're able to shift, shifting into that state of gratitude can be so powerful. So I'm going to take this 528 hertz tuning fork and just start to shift those frequencies. So if you just want to maybe place your hand on your heart space, just call to mind something, someone, some aspect for which you are grateful. Okay? And there has been research done that has shown that even just trying to think of something that you're grateful for actually can shift this. So it can shift your perspective, shift your mood, make you feel better. So just shifting can be helpful. Find the sacred symbols outside of your crown. Shifting in the heart space. Maybe it's your cat. Maybe it's your dog. Maybe it's this Reiki session. That would be nice. Maybe it's the cozy comforter you have on. Maybe it's your four walls. Clean air to breathe. Fresh water to drink. Maybe it's simply your breath. You can take a breath. How beautiful. Maybe it's music. Playing your favorite song. That can be really helpful. Just breathe. Now I'd like to place this Rutilated Quartz. This is probably the main stone that I would suggest for shifting a dark mood. Rutilated Quartz has these beautiful inclusions of rutil, and they have this amazing ability to shift and kind of realign. So we're going to be placing this on your crown and allowing this just to flow down. But something like this is fascinating. If you are able to access a Rutilated Quartz, that's wonderful, because then you can start to look inside of that quartz. Sometimes we don't know how to meditate, right? But if you start with something like a really fascinating looking crystal, and you just set an alarm for 1 minute, and you just take that entire minute to look at the quartz. Look at those beautiful inclusions of silver. So stunning. And if you can take that time, and every time your mind shifts, you bring it back to paying attention to this. That can be a great way just to train yourself how to meditate. That it's not about mindlessness, it's about mindfulness. We're just choosing how we fill our minds. So I'm going to place this on your crown, and we are shifting, shifting, shifting. Our crown, it's our 7th primary chakra, and it's all about connecting to divine. So if it's possible for you to just offer up any of this darkness to the divine, to the universe, to the Great Spirit, and just to say, I offer this up, I offer this to you. Take this, transmute it. With all the love in the world, I offer you this darkness, that you might help me shift, that you might help me process, that you might help me release. I give you this, whatever it is, anxiety, anger, I offer it up to you, that you might transform that into valuable, positive, loving energy, right? Offering that up. The universe has your back, okay, my dear? The universe has your back. The universe is rooting for you. There are energies swirling all around you that are rooting for you. Placing this on the crown of your head, allowing that to shift and transform, shift and transform, shift and transform. Beautiful. Slow, deep breath for me. do that one more time. Slow, deep breath, then an extra little breath, and then release out on a sigh. Okay, my dear, I have this very, very special little rattle that I've made from lupins on my property. I have a whole meadow of lupins, and the seeds, they create these seed pods whenever they're done, and they hold the lupin seeds, and then they sort of spiral and crack open. Can you see that? So they have these really beautiful, like spirally kind of qualities. Anyway, before they crack open and create that spiral, they have the seeds inside, and they're just very, very beautiful. So I'm going to be using this as our rattle today to shake up your energy, okay? Shaking it up, shifting. Very gentle sound. You are divine. You are connected. You are expressive. You are loved. You are strong. You are creative. You are safe. You are safe. I'm sending you so much love and support. I really recommend that you just try and take today or tonight, to just cocoon yourself in comfort. Make sure that your basic needs are being met and tended to, and just care for yourself. Send yourself love and light. Be kind to yourself, okay? I love you. Take really good care of yourself, okay? Let's be super kind to each other in the comments. We always are. It's like probably my favorite thing about this channel. So we're so kind and supportive. So if you wanted to just connect with each other in whatever way, if you want to share what you're moving through, I know that you will be so kind to each other, because you always are just so kind, so supportive, and so brave. You share what's going on with you, and then everyone just comments on those comments and really supports each other. It's so inspiring to me. It makes me feel, really good about creating these sessions, and it inspires me to continue doing it. So thank you for sharing your beautiful energy with me. You know, if you are really struggling, I always leave LifeNet in the links in my description. It's a hotline, and I have a couple of mental health resources. linked in the description box. So if that's something that if you're really struggling, please don't be afraid to talk to somebody, reach out. All right. Again, lots and lots of love. I would suggest maybe watching one of my super soothing, cozy, maybe sleep sessions after this. Just a general aura scan for sleep or chakra balancing for sleep, something like that, just to really support you, okay? I also, if you don't want a super chatty video, I have a session where I just do a Reiki session on you, no talking. So it's whatever you're in the mood for, but hopefully I have some sessions here that feel really supportive, because that's what I want to do, is support you. Sending you lots of love. Take really good care of yourself, okay? Stay hydrated. Make sure that you've eaten and that you're satiated and that you're resting, okay? And get out in nature if you can, if you want to. Sometimes that's the last thing we want to do. But moving your body, going for a little walk can be really, really helpful. So maybe think about doing that tomorrow. Another aspect that can be helpful is making a plan. Make a plan with a friend, maybe. Make a plan to go to that coffee shop that you love. Plan it for about a week from now. Okay? Make a nice little plan for yourself for about a week from now if you can. All right? I'm sending you so much love. You know that. I'll see you again very soon. Love you. Namaste. Hello, my lovely, lovely patrons. This session is going to be all about just like sending love into the hands. Our palms are these like entry and access points for so many different energies to flow in. So doing Reiki as massages, I find really helpful. So soothing. So I'm just going to be sending this energy towards you. I love using things from nature to send healing energy. You know I love using things like driftwood, stones, all the earthly elements. I love using water as a healing element. Good. So sending that love towards you, and see if you can just maybe breathe it in. Fill yourself up with that gorgeous, loving energy. Imagine the aroma just swirling in and flowing all through your body. Which can be directed and channeled with laser-like precision to help you accomplish tasks and achieve objectives. Cool. This is going to be a really powerful time for you. Two super empowering cards. You have this fiery energy, and you have like the earth and the roots and the ancestors. It's like stone and fire. Find a nice comfortable position as you can. Maybe close your eyes. You could lie down. Whatever feels right for you. And let's begin today with gratitude. Whatever position you find yourself in, bring to heart one thing for which you are grateful.